The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, the era of star free agents increasingly being on the move has created a media frenzy that sometimes can be intense and draining. Some players like Kevin Durant have pushed back against year-long and incessant free agency questions. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, "We're all actors in a soap opera, and we have to deal with that part of it." Kevin?
It can be a circus. David, thanks. These guys have known each other, Clark, for a long time. There should be very few surprises tonight.
I agree with you, Kevin. Two veteran teams here, and that means that execution becomes the driving force in success.
And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Bradley in at the point. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Morris in at the 4 slot. Now here is George. Zubac in the post, guarded by McGee. George. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
James misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Leonard on the mark with the 15-footer.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
LeBron passes to Davis. No good on the 3. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis for a time. Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's George. Over Green. Goes back up. McGee with the block. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Pass to LeBron. Three-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Back to Beverley. Passes it to Zubac. 4 on the clock. George with no one around. And it's George again missing.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Green kicks to McGee. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Shoots over Leonard. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Bradley.
You know, for LeBron, I think that mid-range shot is an important one for him to have in his bag. It keeps the defense honest.
George with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. And the Clippers miss again.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Outside, Green. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And the horn signals the end of the first, and not a lot of scoring yet in this one, Clark. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Morris is out there with Howard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Assist goes to
Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And there's the pass to Green. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, you look at Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is a wonderful defender, and you really got to admire the way he positions himself to come up with these steals.
It's Williams with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Connects from three-point range.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Here's Howard. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Jackson. Green dishes to Williams. Back to Green. Outside Jackson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the game. That's good from Jackson.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Out to the wing. Here's Caruso. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
In simple truth,
they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing earlier, they were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots, did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, I'm seeing way too much selfish play. Don't try to attack the defense 1-on-5. Move the basketball, look for others, and then get your teammates involved. That's a recipe for winning.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Now here is Davis. LeBron outside. Davis finds James. And Davis with the basket on the assist by James. Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers. George against Green. 9 feet out. McGee with the block. And is on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Clippers ball. George passes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. 2 minutes. Here's Beverley. He can't get that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. Outside Bradley. Pass to LeBron. Shoots over Leonard. No good from LeBron. Clippers trail by 7.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And it's Beverley missing. Lakers leading by 7. In the corner, Bradley with it. 1:12 left in the third. Here's LeBron. It's good from about 19 feet. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Now here's Davis. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Davis kicks to LeBron. Shoots over Leonard. Great positioning on the putback. And it's an 11-point Laker lead.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Bradley, that's for two. No good.
Love the fact that Paul George expends great energy at both ends of the floor. He's a rangy defender who's extremely disruptive.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that were from assist aim.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Howard. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the two-guard spot.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. That's his first. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Lakers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Boy, the quick first step of Williams gets him in position for the teardrop.
Rondo bounce pass. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Pass to Caldwell-Pope from downtown. They get it back. And the rejection by Harrell. There's Shamet. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now it's only a 5-point Laker lead.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Kuzma, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Boy, you're asking for trouble anytime you let Kuzma get established inside. This guy knows how to score against tough defense.
And here's Leonard from three. The Lakers with the rebound. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Rondo. Williams against Caldwell-Pope. Stolen by Jackson.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Marcus Morris comes in for Landry Shamet. And Georgia subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 7. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, JaVale McGee.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Williams. The shot, no good. Bradley with some nice D. So the Lakers take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.